Hi everybody, it's Shawna Hamic here checking in with you. And I wanted to give you guys an update to show you what's going on with me, just talk a little bit with you. I have lost 31 pounds and around 30 inches all over my entire body, which is crazy and awesome and amazing all at the same time. And so I just wanted to say hey and to let you know what was going on. I've had some difficult weeks, obviously. I've had a lot of stress go on and come up for me. A lot of things emotionally come up for me. And I wanted to tell you about them. I was approaching a number on the scale. And you know me, I don't actually like to obsess about the scale because I think it's not about the number that I weigh. It's more about how I feel, and my approach to this whole thing has been, it's not about the number for me. But this one number was coming up, and it was a barrier I'd never broken before. I don't ever remember being that small of a weight. And it was approaching, and I ended up sabotaging myself. I went off plan just a little bit. By a lot, and I had potatoes, and I shared a dessert with somebody, and it was all a whole bunch of little things that all added up to me then gaining back about 4 pounds, which is a lot. And I think I did it because it frightened me, the weight loss, oddly enough, because I was suddenly questioning who I was and what it all meant and how I was supposed to keep going and approach this whole life change. And I wanted to mention it to you because I think we all have these moments. I think we all have these moments where we come to a number or a moment where we start questioning what it is exactly we're doing. I'm generally a happy person. I like being happy, and I'd like to look at life that way. And I think it got even me down, the fear that I came across, because I think that's actually what it all stems from. I think it stemmed from fear of succeeding, which is a strange concept, but I think it's one we all encounter. I had a fear of how successful I was being with this whole life change. I had a fear of what the change means for me, not just in my everyday life, but socially. In my career, I was wondering how it's going to affect my future as a performer. And I came to the realization that it's all going to be positive. I think I will continue to struggle every once in a while, but I think that's important. I think the struggle is actually an important part of this. I think you can't ever be successful unless you have to struggle for it a little bit. If it comes easily, it's not going to mean anything, and so it's easily set aside. But if you have to struggle to get where you are, if you have to fight for every pound or every inch, it means that pound and that inch means so much more in the grand scheme of your entire life and your well-being. If you have to struggle, it means that you're worth it. That you're worth the weight loss or the inches lost or just the health improvements. You're worth every struggle that you have to go through, and it's going to shape and form you into this new creature. You don't have to live as you were. And that was a big thing I came to this past week or two. I had to deal with my own thing, and that meant taking a moment for myself. I think those moments are important, and I think if you need them, you should take them for yourself as well. But never forget, because even going through all this darkest stuff, I never forgot that there are people for me that support me. And I may not have ever met Elizabeth. I may not have ever met her in person. I haven't. I've only talked to her on the phone. But it's important to realize that she's there, and she's always there. And I know that your mentor will be there for you too. And maybe you don't have family that supports you. Maybe you're struggling for this all on your own. But I just wanted to tell you that I'm here for you, and I believe in you, and that struggle that you're going through, it's going to be worth it. It's so going to be worth it, because you'll look back and you'll realize, hey, I did that. And that's important, because it means you're victorious. So I wish you many, many moments of victory this week. And I am here for you, and I would love to hear what you're saying and what you're thinking. But just know that I'm thinking about you, even though we may never have met. And I'm wishing you every happiness and every joy. And I know you're going to be victorious. I believe it. Bye.